Hey guys, I don't know if you can see me or hear me very well, but I'm gonna try to talk a bit loud so that you guys can hear me over the wind. But it's currently about 6:20 a.m. and I'm walking over to the gym. I figured I would just take this opportunity to talk about consistency over optimization today. So what do I mean by that? Basically, let's name an example. Training, right? If you watch any training, like gym critique guys on YouTube or anything like that, then you know exactly kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to optimal training, right? So, in it is basically like criticizing exactly how someone is training. Like, oh, it's like you shouldn't be getting up as early as you're getting up, or you should do your cardio after training, or even something as simple as like, oh, I didn't go. You're not supposed to actually go to failures. You're supposed to leave 1 to 2 reps in reserve. Like, I get all that. Look, I understand the science behind that. I'm not an idiot, okay? I understand that. But look, if you're a beginner, not even just a beginner, if you're setting out to do something and your first goal is immediately optimize, and you never stop to consider the consistency of the decisions that you make, then you're doing something wrong, man. Like, like this morning, for example, imagine if I had that mindset of like, oh, optimization over consistency. Like, I couldn't get in my cold shower this morning. I was trying to get my cold shower in. I was really dreading it. And I didn't get it in because people were waiting on me. Some people had places to be, so I was like, all right, I'll just do it after the gym. And I'm not feeling as pumped as I usually do without it. But see, I don't have to be like, oh, this thing isn't optimal, so I guess I just got to restart and do something else. It's like, dude, if you're expected to be somewhere at a specific time and things are not as optimal as they should be, and you're stressed about that, then like, I'll just say it, then you're not being very manly. Look, to be manly at the end of the day is to just show up, man. You just gotta show up, and then keep showing up every single day. That's duty. That's not this like Sigma male grind set. Get up at 4 a.m., cold shower, black coffee. I like my, like, it's not about that. It's just, since time immemorial, men have never done what they wanted to do in order to serve their people. Like, do you think the people who fought for our country wanted to be there? Do you think they thought their situations were optimal? No. But they went and did it anyway because they loved their people. They were consistent about who they were, what they were about, and what they did. So it's like, oh, you don't train in the optimal way. It's like, dude, if I wanted to train in the optimal way, I wouldn't be up at 4:25 a.m. this morning. I wouldn't be doing my cardio session before my workout. I'd probably do it after. I'd probably be on creatine right now. I'd probably be tracking my calories. And those things might come in the future. I might do those things, but right now I'm literally just locking in on consistency. Like, today's day 2 of me doing this, of waking up this early today and immediately just doing my methods, my journaling, gym, which isn't to like point at me and say, like, oh, what a good job I'm doing, right? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to lead by example to you guys. Because if I post a video of me up this early, if I can even just inspire one person to do the same, then I think I've done my part. I think I've given something, right? Versus these guys who are like, oh, here's the best optimal way to train. And it's like, I understand that. I understand the value in videos like that because it's, that's useful information. But it's like you get a little dopamine hit when you reevaluate your goals just because things aren't optimal, Like I did this so much. It is a headache to think about how when I wasn't making any progress, I would literally I would make a to-do list or my schedule or something, and I would follow it for a day or two. And then when things weren't optimal, I would rewrite the schedule and start over. Now, you're always supposed to try new things. Absolutely. You're supposed to play around with the system, so to speak, to find what works for you. But seriously, if you're always just focused on like what works best for you, and you completely forget how hard you can work with less sleep than optimal. You forget how hard you can work with less money than optimal. You forget how hard you can work staying hungry instead of immediately stuffing your face as soon as you wake up in the morning. You forget how hard you can work when your physique isn't where you want it to be, where it is somewhere it's there in the future and you want that and you're hungry for that, but that's what you're working towards. Not where you are right now, but where you can be. And what God has in store for you as well. Because staying consistent, it's really, there is one key thing you have to do to be consistent, and that is prayer. I'm going to put it up on screen, but there's a quote by one of the saints that says, if prayer is right, everything is right. Which means, stands to reason, if prayer is consistent, everything is consistent. Because your spirit copies your way of life. No, your way of life copies your spiritual state. So if you've got a messed up spirit, you're going down, man. You're going completely down. Anyway, final message to take care of today's video, I guess, is just stop focusing on optimization so much. Get consistent. Start with prayer. You got this. Things will get better. Peace.